Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Unfortunately, there isn't much to report here, but we take a look at the imminent wave count. Overall, still the view here in the bullish scenario that we could have made here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Based on that, this was a wave A, B, and the wave C down in an expanded flat. That would be the bullish way to see it. And then we should see an impulsive move up, go above 35.79. That is the absolute minimum we'd need to do, and then move on, getting above all these key resistances here, and then in the end break above the 48.40 level. That is the key level to break out, to really confirm that we are in the bullish scenario and to take out completely the bearish case. Yeah, I mean, there will be still a bearish scenario possible, but the most imminent ones will have been invalidated, because by breaking above that level, you break above the previous wave 1 high, above the B high, and the previous wave 4. And all of these things really invalidate a whole series of bearish patterns. But there's a long way to go for Solana to get there. And that is another 50% increase to get there. Yeah. So at the moment, we can see it like that. There is, of course, a bearish count as well that you can see outlined on the chart here as well in blue. In that all of this was just a wave 4 correction to the upside. We have done a wave 1 impulse down. There will be a wave 2 correction up, a wave 3 impulse down, a 4 correction up, and a 5 impulse down. So this is certainly the bearish wave count, the bearish possibility that can play out here. However, what does that mean? That means that in the short term, we should expect rising prices anyway. Yeah, but maybe after one additional dip. So I'm looking for a rise either impulsively or in a wave 2 correction, a larger recovery, a more substantial recovery, either way. But as you can see here in the very short term, it could very well be that we are going to see here one more breakdown because of this bearish pennant. You can call it a bear flag, bearish pennant, and also from the Elliott waves, another low is possible. Ideally would be to hold, well, actually, ideally we want to hold the $30.50 level. Now, if we see one more dip here, that won't be possible. Basically, if we see an extension of this wave 1, this won't be possible. We are probably then going to come down to the next key support. That would be the $27 level. Now, if we go that far, then it would really put more emphasis on the bearish count, and we have to favor this as a primary count, even if we recover. But we've just dropped too much for the bullish count. Yeah, it is still possible to count it bullish, but it will, it just makes it very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. So overall, primary expectation would be to see here an extension to the downside of the wave 1, possibly to $27. It doesn't need to go down that far. If we go up straight away, of course, above this swing high at 33.20, then I don't think we're going to see another extension to the downside. Then we've probably already bottomed out here, and we're already moving up either in a wave 2 correction or an impulse to the upside. Until we really see which scenario is playing out here in the short term, we can't really carry on. What you need to understand is that a move to the upside above $33 will probably send us higher. First of all, in the short term to 35.80, and that could then be a corrective move up in a wave 2 or an impulse, but I don't think the journey should be over here. I think we should see rising prices, even if we're in the bearish count from here. And a drop below, I mean, that low here at $30.50 will probably send us to $27. Important that even in the bearish scenario, we would expect at least a move to $37, the 38.2% fib level. This is not an absolute must or rule, but a wave 2 that ends below that level would be very, very shallow, unusually shallow, and we like to look for the most likely moves. And maybe even the 50% fib level or the 61.8. So in that region, the wave 2 would be expected. Of course, if we move up in an impulse, it would even go higher. Yeah, but first thing is to see what's going on here. I gave you the key levels for that. Then the recovery, that would be my expectation. And then we need to see how the structure is developing here. But again, we've got another chart here where we have confluence, where we actually expect both in the bullish and the bearish cases rising prices. Of course, as I said, we could come down to 27. if we lose this level, if we lose the $27 level, then I think we're also going to lose the 25.80 and we go down in a much more bearish move straight away. I don't see this happen, but I also can't rule it out. Yeah, I don't see this happen. This is of course possible, but in my opinion, not very likely. I think we should see here a recovery at some point in the very near future. On the daily, we're pretty much bottomed out here on the RSI as well. The MACD on the daily is nearly creating a bullish crossover. So all of that should actually confirm that we're nearly, or that we're ready to go up. It would support rising prices. On the RSI on the daily, we've already also seen here a bullish crossover. So there should be some kind of a recovery possible. Yeah. And that's currently my view of Solana. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.